The woman was horrified to find that her stepfather had improper intentions toward her. After entering her room, he immediately locked the door behind him. Just as the woman fell into despair, her mother knocked on the door and asked what she was doing. The stepfather had no choice but to unlock the door. When her mother walked in, the woman quickly said she needed to talk to her privately. Fearing that the woman would expose his deeds, the stepfather warned her to think about the consequences and then left the room. After thinking it over, the woman decided to tell her mother the truth. But her mother suddenly gagged and revealed that she was pregnant. The news instantly left the woman at a loss. She was afraid that telling the truth would hurt her mother, so she stayed silent. After her best friend learned about the situation, she immediately urged the woman to move out. The woman said her mother would never agree to let her leave. So her friend came up with an idea. As long as she got married, she could move out and live with her husband. Trusting that her friend would find her a suitable blind date, the woman agreed to the plan. Not long afterward, she arrived at the restaurant her friend had mentioned. She immediately spotted the man wearing a green tie. She walked over right away and introduced herself, saying she hoped to get married as soon as possible if he was satisfied with her. After learning about her request, the man took her to get a marriage certificate directly. The two became husband and wife just like that. When her best friend saw their marriage certificate, she was shocked and told the woman that the man was her uncle. The woman realized she had mistaken someone else for her blind date. Her friend said her uncle was a cold person and hoped the woman would not take it to heart. But for the woman, staying with the man was still better than returning to the house where her stepfather lived. That night, the man brought her back to his home. He took out a pair of women's slippers from the shoe cabinet and personally crouched down to help her put them on. The woman had not expected him to be so considerate and to have even prepared slippers for her. She felt shy all of a sudden and stood up quickly, saying she wanted to take a shower. After she finished bathing, the man handed her a cup of warm water and told her not to catch a cold. Once the man went upstairs, the woman thought he was not as cold as her friend had described. At that moment, her mother made a video call to her. As soon as the call connected, her mother questioned why she had not come home. Not knowing how to explain her marriage, the woman lied and said she would stay at her best friend's place for a few days. But her stepfather did not believe her words and demanded that she come home the next day. Just then, the man came downstairs and his figure happened to show up on the phone screen. Seeing him, the stepfather immediately asked who the man behind her was. The woman got a fright. She did not want the man to know about her terrible family situation, so she hung up the call at once. The stepfather was furious about this. He suddenly remembered that the woman had interviewed at his company the previous day, so he deliberately instructed HR to notify the woman to report to work at the company. The moment the woman saw him, she became terrified. The man gave her no chance to escape and grabbed her hand, preparing to drag her home. Other staff members heard the woman shouting and gathered around quickly, afraid that the matter would escalate. The stepfather said the woman was his daughter who had run away from home after an argument. After learning that they were related, the employees stepped aside and made a path for them. At the critical moment, the man showed up and pushed the stepfather away. The stepfather became furious and wanted to teach him a lesson. Just then, the company's general manager walked over and announced that the man was the newly appointed president.